So today what I'll be like showcasing is like as Jenny introduced like one of the publications which primarily like we showcase how 3D bioprinting and artificial intelligence can be like integrated towards biofabrication of oral soft tissue constructs. If you take gum disease as such, like it's one of a major public health burden, though not life-threatening, um, it does cause a significant burden in terms of healthcare aspects. But what the surgeons do in terms of treating this gum disease, like over time, what happens is that, like when I go back to this particular video, is that with the accumulation of plaque, the gum tissues they recede back, right? So in the early stages, when the gum recedes and the surgeon wants to replace that, what they do is typically take a small piece of tissue from the roof of the mouth, place it back into this place where the gums have receded, suture it back, and expect to heal. It does work amazingly well, but obviously the patient has to go through two surgeries in two different locations, and the roof of the mouth is very painful to live with a wound for this during this healing period, right? So that's where like the bioprinting does provide the potential to customize the shape of the grafts. But with the bioprinting, we can precisely like shape it to the defect area, and then that can be utilized, right? So that's where what we did is like we developed a bioink which has multiple components. Like if we have to break it down into simple words, fibrinogen is basically blood clot. But to do this particular amount of estimation of what the filament diameter is going to be across these different parameters, for one bioink formulation, we had to do 360 prints. That's a huge amount of prints to be done, and the amount of manpower which is needed for this, right? So that's where like what we did is like we embarked on this particular platform called Identif AI, which has been a workflow which is developed by Prof. Dean Ho from NUS Institute for Digital Medicine, and N.1, right? Meaning N equal to 1, right? So that is where this Identif.ai, like, or Identify, is a proprietary platform developed by Prof. Dean Ho. So it interacts and reads through all these different data sets across these six orthogonal arrays, and eventually it ranks top 10 or top 20, depending on what we are asking it to provide, right? So here what we received is from these 25 prints, we have these 6 orthogonal arrays, and that gave us 13 top ranked printing parameters for the printing speed, printing pressure, nozzle, and the ink type to be used, right? So in a nutshell, what we see is that we started off with a clinical problem where you have a gum defect, and these, using the outline of the gum defect, we developed the three-dimensional pattern. Using different bioink formulations, we incorporated the cells which are needed to form the gum tissues, and then AI platforms enabled us to quickly optimize the parameters which are needed for the bioprinting, and eventually we can see that these gum tissues can be like we can biofabricate gum tissues of these precise dimensions.